The NBA Finals are set with the Celtics facing the Warriors, and each team has big names to get hyped up for. So we're giving you our top 5 players we want in the finals. Keep in mind, this is not about legacy. It's about right now, right here. So, Acho, who's in your top 5 and wear that basketball? Y'all ain't gonna do that, huh?
My top 5, big dog. At number 5, give me Klay Thompson.
Give you Klay Thompson.
Give me Klay Thompson.
When? 2018, 17?
No, because Klay Thompson gonna come in big by game 5. He gonna come in big by game 6. I believe you said it's going 6. I think it's going 5.
You think it's going 5?
Klay Thompson is going to show himself to be one of the biggest players in this series. But my list about to get real.
Said no legacy. I said no legacy. That's Buffalo Wild Wings. Go ahead.
At 4, give me Jordan Poole.
We're thinking the same. I know why.
Jordan Poole is like that. That's what it comes down to. Jordan Poole is him. He that dude. He's never been scared of the moment. He's never been scared to take a shot on the court, off the court. Jordan Poole is absolutely a beast. So when I think about who's going to be the 4th biggest player in this series, it's Jordan Poole.
Okay.
Number 3, Jaylen Brown.
Finally, you got a Celtic in there. You know you got to play somebody. God dang.
Jaylen Brown, to me, the reason he's so high, if some people call that high, the dude is consistent.
There you go.
Jordan Poole, not necessarily consistent. Klay Thompson, not necessarily consistent. But Jaylen Brown, he had 5 20-point games and a 40-point game in the last series. You're talking about 6 games of 20 or more, including one 40-point game. Jaylen Brown is a dude, two-way player. Number 2, Jayson Tatum. Needs no introduction. We spent the last 5 minutes talking about him. His game speaks for itself. Number 1, y'all know what it is.
Nice show. I like
y'all know what it is.
What it is.
Steph Curry.
He gonna win the Finals MVP finally?
Averaging 26, 6, 4, 1, 4-1, 4-2, 4-1. Steph don't play with his food.
Against no one.
He was playing, no, I don't want to eat that, Marcellus. Brown, no, I don't want to eat that. They be playing with their food. But Curry, them boys, they don't play with their food. I like my list, but I'm interested in yours. Dude.
Okay, let me get to my list before. People act like Jimmy Butler, game 6, oh, God, he had 47. You know Jayson Tatum had 39 and 4 in that game, and nobody looked at it. Because they lost, I get it, but he did show up. All right, let me give you my list. Number 5. I got to go roll these dice, but guess what? This is a smart bet. Andrew Wiggins. People tripping on Andrew Wiggins right now. It's not where you're at, it's where you're going. And every series this postseason, guess who's gotten better? Andrew Wiggins, to the point where now he's a reliable piece for them, backing that all-star bag and showing why he was a number 1 overall pick. Number 4, Mr. Consistent, as you mentioned, Jaylen Brown. Man, it's something that it's almost an alpha-led team because they switch it based on series, based on matchup, who's going to be the point scorer, who's going to be the leader of this team. But Jaylen Brown's always going to be a constant. Much respect to him. Number 3, let's go with Jordan Poole. Hey, go hard or go home. If you're going to bet big, that's risk and reward. Jordan Poole, here's the problem. I can't have Wiggins up here and Jordan Poole higher when Jordan Poole is coming down the hill every single series in terms of production. But something tells me, Steph Curry gonna get to that guy. Relax your shoulders, big dog. You ready for this moment. You don't have to already have been in this moment. Jordan Poole, you might roll the dice pick at number 3. Number 2, it's gonna get simple, y'all. Y'all know what this is. We got my man Jayson Tatum right there. You thought it was gonna go Steph Curry just for the spice.
I'm just glad.
I'm not a hater. I just tell the truth too early. That's all I am. Jayson Tatum. You know that Steph Curry and Giannis have the most 30-point games this postseason? Next behind them, Jayson Tatum. A lot of people not putting respect on this game or trying to give resistance to his greatness. Number 1, Steph Curry on the shot board. Why? Because you keep saying that all his career, he's been deferring. I know how I played sports. It was based on us being primal. We are alpha males. We are out there trying to get it. There's never a time in my life where I took a back seat, but there's been times I've been forced in the back seat. This year, I need Steph Curry to not only dominate in these finals, but also get that MVP.
So this is how I know Steph Curry don't really mess with Marcellus. Look at Marcellus' Steph Curry picture. You looking at him like, I don't even want to be on your list.
How you do?
Man, look at my Steph Curry picture.
Face.
He's looking at me like, hey, big dog, it is what it is. This Steph ain't even rocking with you, just so you know.
He ain't. You know what's crazy? I noticed that both of us, we see this series going the same way. I think Golden State winning. Slight edge for me, greater edge for you. But if we look at the players, it's kind of simple. More Warriors are top tier for us than with the Boston Celtics.
Do you think Wiggins will have a bigger series than Klay, more impact?
Yes, he has to. One, because he's just at a place where he has so much to prove. And this is the greatest eraser in terms of legacy or the greatest bump you can get in terms of who you are thought of and who you can become after this series. I think Wiggins going to go out there and go hard.
So mark my word, whatever today's date is, May 30th, Klay Thompson will win a game. That's why I have Klay Thompson.
Win a game, like
he will
leading
one of the
scorer.
games. He will be the leading scorer and be the reason that the Warriors win. Mark my word, I'm saying it right here, right now, May 30th at roughly 1:10 p.m. Why? Because remember, closeout game versus the Mavericks, Klay Thompson.
There you go.
Closeout game series before versus the Grizzlies, Game 6, Klay. I think we are going to see Klay Thompson single-handedly win a game. Do we got Slick Rick?
We got to go to the Bay Area. Let's talk to Slick right now. Slick, you see our list up here. You see our rankings, pretty much same names outside of a Klay Thompson and Wiggins. Poke some holes in our list. What you think of our rankings?
So we're just not going to consider defense at all. Like, that's just not even going to be a factor in the NBA Finals. Acho clearly has no interest in defense.
Thank
he
you.
didn't have a single defender up there.
I got Wiggins.
Marcellus, at least you had Andrew Wiggins, but you slipped him in the bottom.
Yes.
And then you told me about how much better Andrew Wiggins is than Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is just nosediving through these playoffs. So why isn't Andrew Wiggins higher? Look, I don't care if it's Al Horford. I don't care if it's Draymond Green. I don't care who it is you're going to put in there. Put a Kevon Looney if you want to. Like, those are going to be, one of those guys is going to be instrumental. One of those guys is going to win their matchup. The size difference, maybe it's Robert Williams.
There you go.
You don't have the Defensive Player of the Year even mentioned anywhere. We can't slide him in there. And finally, the Jordan Poole. Like, he's been electric. He's been fun. He has not been good in these playoffs.
Yeah.
His defense is non-existent. Whatever he's scoring, he's giving it up at the other end. Andrew Wiggins has to be on your list.
Here's the problem.
Outscored Jordan. You may not know
Talk to him,
this.
Slick.
Andrew Wiggins outscored Jordan
30
Poole
or 20?
against the Dallas Mavericks.
You want a 30 or 20?
I need a 30.
We in Texas?
I need a 30.
Okay. All right.
Texas
All right,
rules.
here's my thing, Slick. What did the Heat miss most against the Celtics? The Heat missed most scoring.
Firepower.
Somebody who would get a bucket. Like Duncan Robinson, in case y'all were wondering, he did not play a minute leading up until the series versus the Heat, versus the Celtics. Then all of a sudden, the Heat were so desperate for firepower that they disregarded how bad Duncan Robinson is at defense, and they just said, hey, Duncan, you get out there, big dog. The Heat were so desperate for firepower that Tyler Hero, on one groin, they were like, hey, you get out there, big dog. I feel you on defense. I'm a defensive player by nature. But at the end of the day, this series is going to come down to, Slick, to firepower. That's why Jordan Poole is still on my list. Talk to me.
Okay. Why do you think that the Heat were struggling to find firepower, somebody who could put the ball in the basket? It was because Al Horford owned Bam Adebayo for the majority of that series. Took out one of their biggest, best players. That's going to be a factor here. If they're not getting anything inside, if Al Horford is dominating the boards.
Here's my problem with that. Here's my problem with that. You're supposed to count on Bam for 20 to 25 a game, at least 17 to 25 a game. Bam gave you 25 and 11 last night. Who Horford taking out for the Warriors? Draymond? I'm counting on Draymond to give me 6. 2 of them gonna be layups. So Al Horford is almost rendered useless. You could have made a better argument for Smart. I would have gave you that. But Horford ain't doing nothing. Williams ain't doing nothing.
Slick.
Williams ain't doing
Slick,
nothing.
we're in the same mindset, Slick. Like, this game, this series to me is going to come down to the firepower. It's going to come down to the talent. It's going to come down to the top heavies. What you're talking about is how they're going to muck it up. That's how the Celtics want to play it. They want to keep this game close to the vest. And then let's get a little dirty work in there, stay in the trenches, and hopefully get a game or two that way. Problem is, when you go against Steph Curry and these guys, if they're on fire, if they're lighting it up like they can, there's no defense made that's going to stop that.
I can't look, if they get on a roll the way Jordan Poole was on a roll earlier. Yes, but what the Boston Celtics are the best defensive team in the league, not by accident. They're going to bring that. And Acho, you make a fair point in terms of, like, who does Horford have to stop? First of all, his help defense and being the backbone is going to stop everybody. They're not going to get shots at the rim the way that they did against Dallas. The second part is, who's stopping Al Horford? Al Horford can step out and shoot a three.
Birth certificate.
Al Horford can get busy on the block.
So I think
it kind
age
of
may
goes
stop.
both ways.
Slick, can I get your 5 real quick before we go to break? Can we get your top 5 in this series?
I didn't have five. Well, I'll go. Look, Steph's a good call. Jason's a good call. Andrew Wiggins is a good call.
Okay.
I'm going to put
Brown.
Al Horford.
Oh, okay. Okay, who's your fifth?
Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown turns the ball over too much. I can't have it. And I'll put Klay in there.
There.
Oh, damn, you just split our list.
Klay, Al,
Okay.
Tatum, Steph, Wiggins.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, though, man.
Now I got offense and defense.
Are we going to see a fatigued Celtics team that swept first round? 4-3, 4-3, talking about maximum games, maximum effort. They're going to need it against this squad that could shoot the lights out, maximum style.